Hey guys, Luke here, your digital concierge with Gramophone. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and deep review of the Klipsch T5 Truly Wireless 2, but this is the sport version. Its predecessor being the original T5 and its brethren being the T5 Wireless 2, which we also just did a video on, so be sure to check that one out as well. The T5 True Wireless 2 Sport brings some unique features to the table that really set them apart, not only from products in Klipsch's own family, but from many others on the market as well, as these do have such a heavy focus on being an ideal sporting earbud, but retaining that legendary Klipsch tuning. We're going to dive in and figure out what makes these so interesting and what makes them stand out as such. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to the Gramophone channel and click that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on anything. Now then, let's dive in and figure out what makes the T5 2 True Wireless Sport version your next pair of ideal and go-to workout earbuds. All right, let's get these unboxed and see what we get. Alright, so just like their brethren, they slide out. Kind of like how they use the same sticker for both seals, and of course it's copper. Alright, so opening these up, we find our quick start, our earbuds. These are a little bit of a wider design, it looks like, also giving you that ear hook. I'll come back to those. The case here on the Sport version is actually totally different than what you see on the traditional T5 Wireless 2, whereas that was an all-aluminum kind of stylish case. This is a plastic body, but has a nice manual clip for sealing it, for giving it waterproofing. This is like seriously rugged here. And it pops open like so. There we go. Listen to that. You've got some moisture absorbent beads up top, so if you put your headphones away a little bit wet, it will absorb that extra moisture, and I've never seen a feature like that ever before in a headphone case. That's pretty insane. Charging light lights up when you drop these in, so do the earbuds to let you know that they are charging, and then they just kind of clamshell and seal. There we go, like so. So you pop it out, lift it up, peel it down. That's how it goes. Just like their brothers, you get 5 extra choices of ear tip size, so that's going to be very universal for almost anyone. Little wing tips for helping them stay secure in your ear itself, which is befitting the Sport version, given that it gives it a little bit more retention versus the traditional model. This is like a foam-based ear tip if you want to go with that as opposed to the silicone. That's kind of cool. We've got our handy-dandy USB-C cable. Again, thank you Klipsch. Can't thank you enough for using USB-C and for going that step further and giving us a true USB-C cable with the USB-A adapter. Everyone else, do this. And finally, we have safety and compliance and warranty booklets. Like the non-sport version, these are equipped with the same 5mm dynamic micro driver that's built around using a very miniaturized voice coil. And those are good for giving you a very neutrally toned, high output sound with great bass extension and of that legendary Klipsch quality that we can expect from 60 years of their innovation. All of that nets you a performance of 10 Hz to 19 kHz in terms of frequency range, which is a really excellent performance for bass and nearly full range performance for treble, as the human ear hears up to 20 kHz. And while wearing these, they'll give you a noise isolation of -22 decibels, making them function quite well as an earplug as well. But with any good, true wireless earbud, ear canal-based product, that's precisely what you want. As far as some of the other very useful features of being a true wireless product, these have a built-in quad microphone that is really, really good for providing excellent call quality. So beyond listening to music, these are handy for everyday use and taking things like phone calls. They are good for up to 8 hours of battery life, which is an insane number for a product of this type, and the case is going to provide an additional 24 hours on top of that. Another really cool aspect of this case is that it actually has wireless charging built in. Now you'll notice that you have a USB-C connector actually under the lid of the case. That way when it seals up, It's entirely waterproof and not vulnerable from having an external port. But because of that otherwise inconvenience, they added wireless charging. And that is a rarity in a product like this and something really cool to see. And I just like whenever a company gives you options. You can wirelessly charge, you can still USB-C charge. Really good forward thinking on Klipsch's part here. Speaking of being waterproof, the rating on these is IP67, so they are very sweat and water resistant and you almost never have to worry about it. And lastly, there's a really cool function in these that we're starting to see in wireless products of this type, and I'm really excited to see it here too. Transparency mode. That way you can hear the outside world without having to take your earbuds out. Say you stop to have a conversation, or you're out for a run, or in a place where it's a good idea to still be able to hear your surroundings for safety's sake. The biggest difference, other than the wingtips on the earbuds themselves and a little bit to their shape, but otherwise pretty familiar to their non-sport brethren, is definitely this case. Being that this is a plastic hard shell case with kind of a pelican style seal and lock mechanism with the clamp and the seal built around the edge of it, this being a truly waterproof product. And the really cool part of it is that it goes even further by having this moisture removal system. You have moisture absorbing beads hidden underneath the top part of this so that if you put your buds in a little bit moist or wet, it's going to actively pull that out over time. And I have never seen a product do anything quite like this, at least not in this space ever before. So I think that's really cool. The case as a whole though feels really solid and durable. The plastic shell feels tight. You can kind of see this cool underneath pattern where you've got this outer see-through smoked kind of looking plastic shell, but you've got this honeycomb pattern underneath that. And the kind of like almost holographic two-tone look is pretty cool. And the latch feels really strong as it latches down and then pops in. That's not going anywhere. Also, another touch I really like is that you have this little lanyard and it's got, just like the charging cable, those tiny little copper accents, just like Klipsch always does. Now, looking at the buds themselves, they look a lot like the non-sport version, but they're a little bit wider to allow for this ear hook design to be accommodated so that these can fit even tighter in your ear when you're working out. All in all, they look a lot like the other case design with that kind of gunmetal look on the outside. You've got the soft touch on the wing here, and the tip is really, really form-fitted. I actually have quite a natural fit into my ear, and you can barely even feel it being there. I really like what Klipsch has done with that. These are available in 3 different primary colors. Black, such as what I have here today, a white that's kind of reminiscent of the silver from the other version of the T5, and also a new one, a green. But something special, guys. On Sky, we have an exclusive version of this product called the McLaren edition. Yes, named for the famous automaker, which is a black and gold theme. Being Bluetooth version 5.0, they're one of the latest standards, so they're going to have some of the best connection, music, and call quality. When it comes to physical connectors, they are, as I've mentioned many a times now, USB-C, as everything should be. And you can also control them via your phone using the Klipsch app. For under $300, the Klipsch T5 True Wireless version 2 Sport Edition packs everything you need into a product that is stylish, functional, sounds great, and has thought of just about everything when it comes to making a product well protected from the elements and well prepared to help you achieve any of your fitness goals. And doing all of it with that legendary Klipsch tuning. If you guys want to pick up a pair of these for yourselves, head on over to skybygramophone.com by clicking the link down below, where you can check out securely and have them shipped to you fast and free straight to your door. But while you're there, give an extra hard look to that McLaren edition, because they're a Sky exclusive and they look awesome. You can also come visit us in one of our showroom locations in Timonium, Columbia, and Gaithersburg, Maryland. Also be sure to check out our beautiful Kitchen Design Center in Hunt Valley, Maryland as well. You can find us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Howls, and Instagram, as well as a few others. Just check the links down below. If you're looking for project ideas, need to schedule a service request, or want to speak to one of our hi-fi, home theater, and interior design experts, Get inspired at Gramophone.com. Also, ask at Gramophone.com if you have any questions for me about anything I've covered here on the channel. Alright guys, you know what to do. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the Gramophone channel for all of your audio and home theater needs. And please tell me what you think of the Klipsch T5 II, specifically this sport version, and what you'd like to see from us in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Be seeing you.